Well, look at that. Well, that's missing a line, but that would sum up our videos if it had an F. If that was an F instead of a R for run. If it said fun.
It better sums up what our viewers should do because we're shit at this.
How very, very, very.
Accurate.
Yeah. Um. Hello.
How are you doing, Ben?
I'm fine. I've had the house to myself for a week, so I've been awfully bloody productive.
I bet you have, you dirty dog.
I've been writing loads, and I've recorded two videos. Or the audio of two videos. I need to add a bit more to one of them because I ordered a book, and what do you know it?
Mm.
There's a little quote in there that I quite like. Um, so I need to top it up there. But aside from that, bloody bloody marvelous. It's fine. It's been really good this week off. Because I mean I was burning out, man, at work. I really fucking needed this.
Mm.
I've managed to balance being productive with relaxing and enjoying my time, which is always lovely.
Well, it's always nice when you can do. I've got shaky mouse. What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm probably. I think my mum and her friend are going to Northern Ireland for a fortnight, maybe, or maybe just a week. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm gonna take the time off there as well.
did you want to sleep over?
No, you would only get
Good,
in
because you
my
weren't invited
way.
anyway.
You'd only get in my
Ooh.
way. I'm
I
trying
wasn't.
to.
I wasn't planning on sleeping in your room with you.
Where would you have slept? At the foot
In
of
the bath.
my bed.
That would have been in your room with you, you daft twat.
All right.
I've already excluded.
Bad dog.
Stop getting fucking footprints all over.
What do you mean? Well, we've
I had
got.
to clean up one of your.
Oh God, he's
Hang
so.
on, have we cleaned all this already?
Yeah,
We're done. Job done. Where do we sign out?
she's so needy, isn't she? That's you, that is. I'm referring to you as a lady because uh,
Right, I'm done. We're done.
that's the worst
Where
thing
you
you can
going?
be. I'm cleaning.
What do you mean that's the worst thing you can be? Jesus Christ, Ben.
No, it's not. We well done, you women.
I didn't know you were a sexist.
I'm sorry. I haven't really spoken to anybody all week, so
Oh, there's more mess than I thought.
I've heard that before. That's what she said.
Not for me.
If I can borrow a. The fuck did you do that for, you prick? You killed me.
I would just walk into you.
Ah, you silly.
Oh my god, with a bullet. Oh, I wondered if maybe that was how I killed you, was because the bullet was in my hand. It was like a slow motion shooting. Because that went.
What the
I've
fuck you
done it
did
again.
again?
How?
I don't know. Do
How?
you have a knife in your pocket or something?
No, I'm just pleased to see you.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go walkies and see what I can find out.
Alright. Oh shit! It's lagging like a bitch. So, yeah, I've had a shit week.
Well, would you like to talk about it in depth?
Yeah, let's do that. Do you want to hear about my Tuesday?
Well,
Because I
can
alluded
I
to
can
this.
I say what I know about your Tuesday?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you and I were talking, and I think you said something along the lines of, I'll have my phone on me so we can chat away or something like that, or maybe I just assumed it. But we were talking, and then suddenly you went, "Okay, shit's hit the fan. I'm gonna have to go offline for a bit."
Yeah.
Um, and that's all I knew. And then, like 10 minutes later, you got back in touch with me and said, "Oh, I'm working from home today. I've changed my mind."
No, I was off. I'm off now. I think was the
Why did
I'm off
you?
work now.
Okay, you're off work now. What does that mean?
No, I was off work then. Like I wasn't. Okay, so let's start at the top, shall we?
Yeah, I can't find
So
any pads. I'm just gonna have to guess. Um,
pads for what?
periods. No, tee hee. The info pads that tell you what's what.
Oh, there'll be some somewhere. I think I put one in this furnace actually.
Why'd you do that? I like reading them.
I'm joking. I didn't. No. Okay. So I was meant to be working from home on Tuesday.
Right?
Oh no. Yeah, that's it. You asked. You said as long as they haven't sent you home. I
Yeah.
said no.
That
I was
that
working
was
from home
that
today.
was my concern that they just go, right, Jordan, just fuck off. You're not making this any easier. Go home. You went,
No, no,
okay.
no. I would have gladly the way that day was going. I was working from home, logged on, did my usual morning stuff before I do the school run, just because I'm a responsible worker. I make sure that I meant to start at 8:30, but because I leave and take about half hour to do the school run, I end up starting at 8 most mornings when I'm working from home. So I get the extra half hour done before I work, so that I can, I think that's a reasonable, responsible adult thing to do, right?
Yeah, sorry, say
So,
that
to,
again. I
to,
wasn't listening. You have
I
this.
start I start work at 8:30
Yeah.
contractually. When I work from home, because I do the school run and it takes me about a half hour, I start at 8 o'clock instead.
When do you do the school run?
From about 25 past 8 to about 10 to 9,
Right.
depending on
Okay.
traffic.
So
So,
you
like,
start
it's
work, then you do the school run, then you come back for some more.
exactly, yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
I'm with you now.
Because that's responsible employee stuff, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not screwing them over, they're not screwing me over. Everyone's happy.
Boo. Yeah. Go on.
I'd started doing the school run because that's what I do, and when I got there, it became very apparent that I had a flat tire.
Oh,
It was probably apparent before I got there, but I didn't really. There had been a sort of scrapey noise,
that's never
but
a good sign, is it? Really?
I had assumed the scrapey noise was something underneath the car. Well, I suppose the wheel technically is underneath the car, but something no, I just got caught and it was a bit scrapey, and I was going to look at it when I got a chance to look at it, sort of thing.
Mm.
When I got on the way to the school, which is other side of town from where I am, it was quite a lot worse than it had been.
Right.
And rather than it being just when I break, it was all the time.
Oh
So
god.
I was like, oh shit, maybe this is a puncture.
Oh.
When I got there, it was very definitely a puncture.
Right.
I had a flat tire, my
Oh.
first flat tire in this car that I've had for nearly 4 years.
Oh
So
well.
all in all,
You've
I
done
don't know if
well.
that's a good
Well
thing.
to avoid it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about
I,
driving. I don't drive.
I don't know if I've done well to avoid it either, but we're going to say I have, just for the sake of
Sure.
making
Why
me
not?
feel better about the situation. So I got someone to come out and help me do the spare because I'm you know me, I'm not that good at that kind of physical manual labour sort of stuff.
No.
And I think it's fair to say that no one that knows me would realistically expect me to know what I'm doing or be comfortable enough to do it and feel like I've done a good job, safe job of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so went with that. Got that sorted out. Got it to a local tyre replacement area. And then I had to spend had to spend £1,700 getting the tire fixed and the brakes fixed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good start. How did it get worse?
Well, I mean, that was it started off with you just got to sort your tire out. It became it's going to cost £1,000 to get your tires and your front brakes sorted out because they need doing. By the time the point at which the shit hit the fan was the point when it jumped up to 1,700.
Oh god, this is. I'm so fucking glad I don't drive.
It is now sorted. I feel like I've either got the wrong idea about how money works, or I've found the loophole.
Right.
Because in response to this not having £1,700 to spend on
Video games.
no, to spend on having a car fixed,
Yeah.
I decided to get a loan.
Right.
Right?
Sorry, I'm suddenly reminded of all that credit card debt you're desperately trying to work off.
No. Bear with. I
Okay.
took out a loan. It was a £5,000 loan,
Ah,
and the interest on that, which they calculate up front, worked out at about 750 quid.
okay.
So as far as I'm concerned,
Is
I've
that a
only
month?
actually got no total. The whole
Okay.
thing. Over the course of like 3 years. So it's not a great interest rate, but it's a manageable amount. The amount I'm paying each month is a manageable amount for that.
Yeah.
With what is left over from that £5,000, I have paid off 1,500 of the other loan that I already had, which was half of that loan value.
Yeah.
So it's a sizable chunk. I can have that paid. If I don't do anything else extra to it, it'll be paid off in 10 months. If I do anything extra to it, it'll be paid off in kind of considerably closer than 10 months from now. So
Right.
that's a this year solution now. That's dealt with this year, which
Well,
is what I wanted anyway.
that's good.
And I paid off the credit card as well with the leftover from the loan. Plus, I've still got like 600 quid of it in the account just in case something comes up.
Well, that's
Like it's I'd rather keep it, right? So in fact, financially, I think I'm actually better off now than I was.
well, honestly.
but because the car fucked up on me. So actually, that is how you that's how you turn a bad situation into a good situation.
Yes, the interest. Well, I'm guessing that the interest rate is lower for that loan than it is for the other ones.
I think so.
Presumably that's why. Well, that was why I was thinking you paid it off with with the loan you just got.
No, I paid off half of what was left on the first loan,
Okay.
and I paid off the credit card, which was the one that was really bugging me because it was the one where I was paying off so much a month, but then they were adding more on, right? Whereas the
Yeah.
loan is a static amount that is already that they're not going to add anything else to that loan now.
You stop
So
burning
either
these
from
crates. You don't need to burn these crates.
oh, don't tell me what I do and don't have to burn. So yeah, that's why Tuesday was shit. But I've managed to turn it into a win, I think,
Alright,
or overall sort of win.
lovely
Like,
stuff.
don't get me wrong, I now have an extra. Well, it's not an extra 5,000. It's like an extra £3,000 worth of debt from where I was,
Yeah.
but it's a much more manageable debt, and the other two are in a much better position.
Well,
So win-win.
that's good. I have a
Yeah.
student loan. I'm never going to earn enough to pay off. Um, that's really
Well, I
why.
write that off at some point.
Well, yeah, I'm never going to earn more than 30,000. Low expectations, kids. It'll save
Can
you a
you
bundle.
can you bring a box over here
There you go.
a bit closer, Ben?
Oh, for fuck's sake, you needy ponce. Just
No, there we go.
let
The
me
reason why is
wipe your
because
body for you too. Jesus.
we have to use crates to get up here to where this ledge that I'm on.
Oh, well, it's a good thing we've been fucking burning them, isn't it?
Well, I didn't burn all of them, you daft twat.
Silly Billy.
But yeah, £1,700 on a fucking on the car,
Yeah.
and it feels weird now. I'm not sure I like it now,
Is this
like the way it drives, because I'm not used to it actually being how it was, or more like it was when it was new.
you should fuck your brakes up or something just to put you back on it. You know, just to make it feel right.
It just glitched, and I picked up two barrels at the same. Oh no, there we go, it's back now.
Would you like one of my
So yeah,
Would
Tuesday.
Would you like one of my topics?
Yeah, go for it.
So remember, I was saying that Willy Wonka thing is my favourite news story of the year, and is
Have you got a
unlikely
new one?
and is unlikely to be surpassed. Well, yes, as you interrupted, yes, I have a new one. Do you know who Elaine Chow is?
No.
Elaine Chow is the sister-in-law of Mitch McConnell.
Okay.
I say is.
It's either really old one.
Yes, he's the one who keeps glitching and is retiring because he's like a
You
million.
say okay. You say is. Do you mean was?
Yes, she died recently.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, and this bit we know the basics of it, but this little detail. Apparently, she was drunk, not confirmed, and she accidentally backed her Tesla into a lake and drowned.
Okay, as you do.
Now, few noteworthy aspects to this story that tickled me a little bit. Elaine Chow's sister, who was married to Mitch McConnell, do you care to guess which position she held in the Trump administration?
Uh, Anti-electric car.
She was the Secretary for Transportation,
Oh, okay.
who was in charge of regulations for things
Yep.
like windows that you can break from the inside,
Yep.
which Teslas don't have.
Oh,
So Elaine
so
Chow fucking
hang on a minute.
drown. Yeah, go on.
Your now favorite news story is about a woman who tragically died because her sister did her job badly.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear to
Okay.
the viewers at home or wherever they may be. If you're on a bus, put some fucking headphones on
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I know that annoys you.
It
So
does.
so,
I think
but
this.
although, how would you feel if you were on a bus and someone was playing this
Oh, I think I'd fucking jump out. I think
the window if you
thing
can break your way out?
the thing that really tickles me about the story is that Elaine Chow was a billionaire. Who it's like mini Ocean Gate for me.
Oh, okay.
You know, she has this car, this fucking fancy rich person car that is made by a guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, Elon Musk, and it's so poorly designed that a basic safety feature is that the windows are meant to you're meant to be able to break the windows in a car. That's really important, and it's meant that you have a car, and they're meant to come. It's meant to come off in like one big chunk, isn't it? It's not meant to shatter completely. It's There's a lot of,
Right.
I think it is. There's a lot of consideration that goes into designing safety features for cars because
They didn't tell me in my test that
uh,
you need to be able to brake the damn thing. There was no strength test. There was
they're
no.
a big fast hunk of metal, and the fact, for one, the fact it's Mitch McConnell's billionaire sister-in-law. I mean, just those words fucking make me feel disgusted. Uh, I think I also heard, and I didn't quite understand this. I think there was like a touch screen element to like shifting gear or something like that.
Mm.
Or it was like something that was usually manual in normal cars. And Elon Musk has decided to make a touch screen because it's cooler. And lo and behold,
It's killed a woman.
it's killed a woman. Um,
That's why there's a SpaceX launch today.
or maybe I don't know, but it was just amusing to me. And I know that may make me sound like a monster, but
Just a little bit, if I'm going to level with you. Woman
uh,
tragically dies, Ben laughs.
billionaire drowns. Hubris incoming. You know,
Fuck, I just knocked over the bucket.
I mean, think you know, you don't get to be a billionaire by being a good person. You know,
I will.
yeah, she exploited a lot of people to get that money, and her
I'll do
sister-in-law
that as well.
and her sister and her brother-in-law were, you know, complicit in terrible, terrible things. And her sister-in-law was in charge of regulations and presumably signed off on that and was fine with it and didn't push it home because conservatism, free market values, fuck you all. And now her sister drowned in a lake after making a frantic phone call for help.
Oh, there was a phone call, was there?
Yeah, apparently she made like a drunken phone call for help. Um,
Well, I mean, you know what the Tesla folk will say, don't you?
I don't know what. She was drunk. It was her own fault.
That they're not liable if the driver's not in a fit state to drive anyway.
Oh, there you go. The lawyers will be all over.
You can have
this.
all the safety features in the world, but if you can't, just because you're drunk, shouldn't mean that you're not responsible for making them
I mean,
work, right?
she drowned in a lake on her estate. This is not a woman who needs your tears.
No, I'm not. I don't care either
Mm.
way, right? But it does make you sound like a cunt. I'm just saying. It makes you sound like one.
I suppose, yeah.
I don't think. I think because I know you and I understand where you're coming from, I don't think you are.
No, I know
But
you're not saying that, but
but it does make you sound.
you know,
Like
this was not a good person. What?
it. Yeah,
How?
well,
You know what
a lot
they?
of good people die every day, man.
I know it's lovely. You know what she would have said if it had happened to you? She would have pissed herself laughing.
Jordan, who?
You know, if one of the poors had done it, it would be the funniest fucking thing. And they'd go, "Oh, those poor simple people! Isn't that hilarious? Bloody rednecks! This is why
Those
we're in
common
charge."
people.
So fuck 'em,
Well, I'm
basically.
pleased you found a news story that you are happy
Yeah,
with.
sorry, Willy Wonka. You should have, I don't know, cannibalized somebody.
Not again.
Yeah. What was your I don't know if you're leading into it. Your rather enigmatic topic. The thing you
What?
said
What?
I
What?
would never guess in a million years.
Oh, it was the car thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
You weren't ever going to guess that, were you?
Well, no, but you wouldn't have if you wouldn't have guessed if I had say I don't know a blackbird had landed right next to me and didn't move when I walked terribly close until it got too close and then it flew off. You wouldn't have
Oh, I
guessed
think
that.
if I had long enough, I'd probably mentioned a bird of some sort. I made a crass joke about it being a woman. Oh, look at that bird!
I would have gone.
Oh, look at that great tit.
Yeah.
Cool! What a lovely pair of blue tits.
Yeah, all right.
Look, I'm a switcher.
You and your Smurf fetish.
Bit oddie. Why? There's only one female Smurf, Ben. How do they make more?
Is it an alien queen type scenario? One wonders.
You know what? God only knows. And the thing is, Gargamel made Smurfette. She's not even naturally like one of the Smurfs.
Maybe they breed by osmosis, or maybe it's some sort of
Oh,
magical thing. I don't know.
if they do reproduce through osmosis or whatever the hell it is, I think is it mitosis, isn't it?
Yeah,
When it's
yeah.
something like
Osmosis
that.
is bringing stuff in. I don't know.
Osmosis is the diffusion of substances from a lower concentration area to a higher concentration area.
I watched a movie
hang on. I wasn't finished on Smurfs. If it is, then they have got a serious issue with population control coming up.
Do they?
Well, I mean, if they just randomly split it,
Maybe it's not
then
randomly splitting. Maybe it's an intentional thing.
oh well, if it is, then I'm pleased that they've got it in check.
And they have some sort of one-child policy in place, and that's why there's only one Lady Smurf, because they keep leaving the other Lady Smurfs out in the street to die.
Well, that would explain a few things.
The boy
That's almost
Smurfs
as bad as for Chicken and Harem.
are worth anything. So I watched.
I'd say it's worse.
I watched. Have you seen Ants? The movie.
You mean the 1997 movie about, or whatever year it was, movie about with Sylvester Stallone and Woody Allen in?
Yeah.
Well, I say in. Yeah, I've not seen that.
Well, I have, and I watched it again recently. I hadn't seen it since I was a child, and it raised some questions.
Oh, okay.
And I think.
Is this worse than the Chicken and Harem?
Well, no, I don't know where. Well, that's the only reason why I thought to mention it. How do ants like? What's the deal there? Does the queen just sort of make ants automatically? Is there a male ant that impregnates her?
I believe I'm not a scientist. Before anyone thinks that I'm an expert on the matter, and if you are by any chance someone who knows the answer to this, feel free to comment below or confirm that I'm correct.
Do ants fuck? Please let us know.
I believe that it is much like the way that fish proceed, in that eggs are laid, and then male comes along and fertilizes them.
I'm gonna look this up.
So I would suspect that what happens is the queen lays a load of eggs, and then the worker ants, who I assume are almost all male, go ahead and spunk on it, like a sort of insect bukkake. Which is not a phrase I expected to say tonight, if I'm going to have it with you. Of all the things I could have ended up saying, insect bukkake was not on the list.
I figured you would.
It wasn't on the bingo card.
Right, so, according to the Wikipedia page, the life of an ant starts from an egg. If the egg is fertilized, the progeny will be female, a diploid. If not, it will be male, haploid. So, male ants do not have fathers, is what I'm getting from that.
Oh, that's why we've got all the daddy issues. Makes sense.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to read too much into ants. I liked it. I think, well, I like it well enough. I think it's a bit.
Came out the same year as Bugs Life.
Yes, that was the famous, because Jeffrey Katzenberg left Disney to form DreamWorks, and there were lots of rumors and conspiracy theories that he'd basically stolen the story for A Bug's Life, which was then in its early stages, in order to make, I just ripped it off for Ants, which is very possible. Different films, I think Ants is better, maybe.
I think Ants says more about society.
Yes, it's more grown up in that respect, but I think it still needs. It's not perfect.
Ants is more of an adventure.
No, Bugs Life. Well, I think Bugs Life might be more of an adventure. I don't know.
No. Bugs Life is all about going away and coming back. Bugs Life is about finding someone else to solve your problems and then realizing you've got to solve them yourself. Ants is about banding together as a community to survive.
No, Ants. No, it's not. Have you seen it?
How do they survive at the end, Ben?
Well, yeah, they band together, but
what? Hang on, what did I say it was about?
That is not the theme of the film, sir.
Of course it is.
No, it's
we
not.
all need to work together,
No,
or
it's
else we're going
not.
to die.
Of
course it is.
No, it's not. The theme of the film is that you are an individual. That's the theme of the film, because our main character.
Okay, you may be an individual, but without the herd, you will die.
Well, I liked the film. I think it.
I like the film. I think it's a good film.
Have you seen it?
Misunderstand what it? Yes, I've seen it. It's been a while, but I've seen it.
Well,
I remembered Woody Allen and Sylvester Stallone were in the fucking thing, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right. That's not the sort of thing you remember just from pop trivia.
Boy.
Jesus, Ben, you misunderestimate me sometimes.
I love that word, misunderestimate.
Well, you know. If you're gonna underestimate me, at least get it right. The right quantity of underestimating.
Is our children learning well? Is our children learning? That was it. That was another Bushism. Yes, but I watched Ants and I have to say I liked it.
Good.
Not massively, but well enough. And it was nice revisiting it as an adult. but having seen it as a child. So yeah,
I suppose what one could say that it's A Bug's Life is communist propaganda.
it's not, I don't know. It's sort of it's got a socialist angle to it,
Definitely, yeah.
and ants. I don't know. I'm sort of tempted to say ants go sort of the other way. Maybe at times it's hard to sort of tell because it's all about individualism.
It's anti-military,
But it's very individualist.
which is
It's
anti-military.
and well, its argument is um, the ants are working for the whole colony, but he doesn't like really what he's doing. Our main character wants
Woody
you
Allen.
thinks there's more to life. Um, but yeah, the entire colony is the greater good for the all. Um,
The greater good.
so I think I don't think it's any sort of ism. I think really it is just about making your own path and not following the herd blindly, following orders blindly or anything like that.
Just like the Nazis.
But yes, I
Oh, you knocked my bucket over.
no, I didn't. I like
Oh,
dance.
it's suddenly empty. Well, can we talk about UFOs?
I was going to say no, but yeah, go on.
Did you hear that there had been a report recently about UFO sightings?
No.
Over in America, they released a report stating, and I may be paraphrasing here, but that the increase in the number of UFO sightings in the 60s was as a result of spy plane tests,
Well,
which is absolutely predictable and probably the best cover story they could use if there was, in fact, actual aliens.
there's no good cover story because the people who believe in aliens like visiting us properly and not just floating by are never going to believe that because they think the government's covering up all sorts of shit.
Oh, that's because the government is covering up all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
How many missing WhatsApp messages are there?
At least 5.
At least 5. Probably quite a few more than.
Fuck
You
the
know.
government.
I don't know if I like the government enough to fuck it. I prefer to like the things I suppose I could hate fuck it, but that's just awkward because
Probably
they'll like it.
We'll probably end up on some sort of list as extremists now.
Oh, actually, you know what? That was on my. I wrote this when they announced that they were going to change the definition or update the definition. What is extremism? Are you an extremist, Ben? Carefully wording this so that we don't get like demonetized to the point of having to pay YouTube.
Probably.
Do you incite hate towards anyone other than the Tories?
Well, no. Well, yes.
Because that would probably count.
Yes, I do. I guess. I mean, I don't. You could make an argument that I incite hate. Yes, against
because the way you act towards me.
Conservatives and again, there's footprints on this ceiling. I guess something was in the vents.
Lionel Richie.
Ah, it was him. It was him all along. Actually, I want to talk about Lionel Richie in a little bit.
Okay. Well, coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, look, from a certain point, you can absolutely argue that. That's why you got to be so fucking careful when you draw these things up, because if it's too sweeping, you can use it to justify fucking anything.
I think the real question at the moment is, what does this mean for the donations that were made by that Tory donor?
That is the most disgusting. You know what the thing that disgusts me most about that is?
Is it the fact that she tried to stand up to talk 46 times or whatever it was,
yes,
and they didn't let her?
They didn't.
That is
fucking
absolutely disgraceful.
She, Dianne Abbott, genuinely deserves a lot more respect. She was the first black. I think she might have been the first black female MP or the first black MP we ever had. She's widely loved by her constituents. Genuinely dedicated to good causes, and she gets treated like absolute fucking shit. It's horrible.
I will
admit
that I did take the piss a bit when she had that mojito in the can on the train.
Okay, it's kind of fine for you to do that, like obviously, but it's one thing to like joke about it. It's another thing to say she should lose her fucking job. It's disgraceful.
Oh, I went along the lines because I went along the lines of this isn't just any mojito being drank by Dianne Abbott on a train between blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
This is an M&S because it was an M&S one, wasn't it?
I honestly can't remember. I had so little
Yeah,
interest in the story, but yeah,
it was an M&S one, and you can't not make that joke, can you?
yeah, Diane Abbott treated like complete fucking shit by everybody, including her own party. It's disgusting.
Well, no, they're not at a party anymore, are they? They
Oh yeah, they
withdrew the
dropped the
whip.
whip. Apparently, it's been reported and confirmed by Diane Abbott that Keir Starmer came up to her afterwards and said, "Look, if there's anything we can do," and she was like, "Please restore the whip." He was like, "Yeah, but if there's anything we can do," and she was like, "Restore the whip." He was like, "Just let me know if there's anything we can do."
Jesus.
It's just like Keir Starmer is just awful. It was really disgusting
I
when
suppose.
I
I suppose
heard about
really
that. When I
we,
heard,
we ought to we ought to explain what happened for a viewer at home
yeah, yeah, go on.
or on the bus. So Dianne Abbott, as Ben has mentioned, is a black female politician over here in the UK. Has been elected, has been in the role for quite a while. I can't remember how long, but they did tell.
Since like the 80s.
Something like that. And a Tory donor, so a donor for a party that she is definitely not a member of,
No.
said something along the lines of her making him hate or want to hate black women, but he's not a racist. He doesn't have anything against black women. He just thinks she should be shot.
Well,
I think
that's
it's
lovely.
pretty much what he said. I think I may be misquoting somewhat there, but that's the general gist of it. Is that he was under the impression that she should be shot, and she made him want to hate black women.
Yeah.
So, but apparently it's not racist or sexist, or maybe it is now. I don't know. The Tories seem to have flip flopped on that.
It's just
And this is a guy who's given quite a bit of money to the
yeah,
party.
and
Their reason for not paying it back or giving it back was because they may have spent some of it. It's like, yeah, because you've not got that money, and if you it's not like it's all the money you've ever had, is it? You're going to have more money. You can pay back that money,
yes,
and still have money. Oh wait,
yes, it's
what did you do with your bodies? Did you chuck them in the bin?
my body's disappeared.
Oh, how peculiar!
Even though you couldn't fucking stand you. Heyo. Anyway, yeah.
Well, it's now a good time to tell you that me and my partner broke up.
Oh, did you?
No, of course not, you fucking twat. I
Don't-
thought that was the best thing I could possibly say there to make you think about what you just said.
What a terrible thing.
Was that not the best thing I could have said to make you think about what you just said?
Well, I hope you do fucking break up now.
That's
There, I
mean.
said it. I hope she leaves you for someone slightly plumper,
Oof.
and you regret losing all that weight.
What, all 4 kilos?
Yes, and you think,
Hang
oh
on, that's
God,
all right.
why?
Let me have a look how much it is this month so far.
But yes, the Diane Abbott thing was genuinely horrible watching.
1.7 kilos in the last 2 weeks.
It was genuinely horrible when I heard about that. I just felt.
No, it's terrible.
I
Absolutely.
honestly,
terrible.
I have so much respect for just carrying on. If I was her, I probably would have quit fucking ages ago and gone to some sort of think tank, and just sort of left the public sector, public life. But she,
it's a thankless job.
she is a better person than I am by a country mile. I admire her tremendously, and she deserves a shit ton more respect.
What are you doing up there?
I'm having a play. What are you doing up here?
I'm wondering what you're doing up here.
Yes. In Lionel Richie news,
Yes,
there's a documentary on Netflix. I
there's quite a few of them.
as I'm home alone, I have access to the television, which is lovely.
You don't normally have access to a TV.
No, not allowed. Well, I say I'm not allowed.
Have we finished?
No, maybe. No, we haven't done the furnace room, really, have we?
Oh no, grab your bucket. Let's go.
I'm not done.
But we're
here.
nearly finished.
We just hold your tits. Hang on.
I'm holding my tits.
Yes.
You missed a bit.
As I, fuck's sake. What?
Here, you missed this whole section. There we go.
No, I didn't.
There was a big patch of mud.
It was
there.
clear on mine.
All right, fair enough.
There's a footprint up there if you want to try and get it. I can't be fucking arsed.
Up there.
Yeah. So in Lionel Richie news, there's a document. Because I'm home alone, I've been looking for stuff to watch in between like bursts of writing.
Have you watched Home Alone?
No.
Okay.
And one of the things I found, you'll like this actually, because it is music related. It's not just Lionel Richie related. It is music related. You
Cool.
familiar with the American version of Feed the World?
Uh, Earth Song.
Yeah, no.
I don't
It's
know.
oh, how does it go? We are the world.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
We
remember
are
that.
the
Oh
children.
Jesus Christ! I'd
We
hit a
are
thing
the
and now
what?
the panel came off. Come over here.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So
I was
let's not
cleaning the
give
wall and
in.
this came off and revealed a hole filled with blood.
You dozy moo. How do I turn my light on?
You don't have one.
Oh yeah, so I don't. Sorry, I was thinking Call of the Wild. Anyway, yes. Um,
Yeah. So we are the world.
yeah. So I watched a documentary about that. It's called The Greatest Night in Pop. Um, I really liked it, and there were some takeaways. I want to say first of all, I know you think I don't like music, and generally speaking, I don't. But it's sort of like sport for me in the sense that I won't necessarily watch the games, but I'm more than happy to hear an interesting story about it. Like
Oh, in that case, I've got a treat for you later.
I watched a fair few. I watched a documentary about Euro '96
Oh,
and
you'll watch any fucking doc. You're a documentary whore, you are.
bloody Gaza. What's he like, eh? Bloody Gaza. What's he like?
The problem with Arsenal.
Anyway, yes, I watched it and it was really good, and it did sort of convey like, holy shit, these are really big names coming together for one night only. Um, One thing that stood out was poor Bob Dylan. No, Bob
Oh
Dylan.
God, yeah.
Why? What's that reaction for then, eh?
Well, just Bob Dylan, isn't it?
Well, Bob Dylan looked very, very out of place and incredibly uncomfortable, and he wasn't really singing. It wasn't really his style. And then he had his little solo, and I felt so bad for him because he looked so shy and withdrawn, didn't know what they were doing, and they had to get all the other big stars out of there so Bob Dylan could record his two lines. Um,
Band Aid was better.
well, they just ripped the idea off entirely. You know who came up with the idea? Lionel
For which
Richie.
one?
Lionel Richie led the American one, the We Are the World. Lionel Richie
Hmm.
led the effort, but it was Harry Belafonte apparently
Oh,
who came up with the idea. Um,
interesting.
yeah,
By which you mean stole it from Midger and Bob Geldof.
yep, yes, basically. Bob Geldof did make an appearance.
Well,
Um,
you'd have to, wouldn't he?
yeah, they brought him in to discuss the meaning of the song. But it was interesting because the old who's the blind piano chap?
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder was like, let's put a Swahili verse in here. And that led to like 10 minutes of people going, why? They don't speak Swahili in Ethiopia, um,
Well, you know what he's like.
Stevie.
He can't see the map, can he?
Well, at that point, one guy was like, fuck this, I'm not singing Swahili, I'm going. Just walked out. Um, one of the people was Prince's drummer, I think, who had a solo career of her own. And the only reason she seems to really be there is because they were hoping that it would encourage Prince to show up, which he didn't. Uh,
He does very. He did very few like special appearances for things. The fact that he was on New Girl is kind of a big deal.
I think the implication I got is that he was a bit shy, and being around all those big names, maybe it was an ego thing as well. Um, but it was quite an
God, I didn't know
achievement.
this.
You had like the biggest names in American music at the time. Michael
I'm gonna get more
Jackson,
buckets.
Cyndi Lauper, um, Bet, not Bet Lynch. What's her face? Bette Midler.
Bette Midler.
Yeah, she was there. Old Bet. Um,
I bet she was.
yeah, you bet your life on it. Fuck. Put your buckets, if they're empty, put them in the furnace.
It wasn't empty. It was in the way, and I
Oh.
decided what I'd do is I'd come back, replace it with another one, and I thought you wouldn't be stupid enough of a twat to walk into the damn thing. Evidently, I misjudged you. I
Well,
overestimated your ability to not walk into shit.
that's on you, quite frankly. You've known me long enough.
No, it's on the floor bed, and now we've got to mop it up.
Mm. Well, yes, I did like that documentary. It was, I do listen to music documentaries. I've been watching one about Michael Jordan. which is also on Netflix. It's called The Last Dance. It's about the Chicago Bulls, which is a basketball team, a very highly regarded basketball team.
Are they from Chicago?
Yeah, and
Oh, what are the odds?
Dennis Rodman. He was a basketball player, and I think I knew that at one point, but I sort of began to associate him more with North Korea and acting, and sort of kind of forgot the basketball element of it. He's in it.
Oh,
Who do you think are the greatest sportsmen of all time or athletes of all time?
depends on the sport.
All sports.
Of all sports
Yeah,
ever, probably someone like
I'm not asking for the single greatest. I'm asking for like, just throw me some names that you think would be on that
oh,
list.
well, it'd be someone who has a range of sports under their belt. So probably one of those multi-event Olympians.
Or maybe.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Well, Michael Jordan did quit and do baseball for a bit, and he was fucking great at that too. He's also a
Yeah.
hell of a golfer.
Well, maybe then.
So Michael Jordan would be up there. Muhammad Ali would be up
Mm.
there. I've seen a list that was published, um, a few years ago that had. I think Michael Jordan was first. Muhammad Ali was on there. I think he was second. Michael Phelps for swimming.
Yeah, Michael Phelps did come to mind, but again,
Um,
it's only swimming, isn't it? That I'm aware of him for.
Babe Ruth, of course, of course.
What is that the pig from the film?
No, that's the baseball player.
I didn't realize sheepdog trials were a recognised sport
What
for humans.
sort of bothered me was the fact that they had a lot of modern athletes on there. I didn't see no chariot races or gladiators.
Ben Hur. You know, I think we've actually finished this, unless there's a secret door somewhere. I think we're done,
Maybe.
which is a bit weird. I don't. We've mostly done it right.
Yeah, mostly.
We might not get fired, Ben.
Might not.
Have you got your sniffer out?
A what?
The sniffer thing.
What sniffer thing?
The sniffer thing that tells you how much mess there is.
No.
It's saying there's a lot of mess in the furnace.
Well, there would be, wouldn't there?
Wait until it just drains that bucket up. You need to turn it on.
It is on.
Yes, no, I would say that you probably
Fine.
bloke who did the marathon.
Eddie Izzard, who is no longer a bloke. He's a lovely lady called Susie.
Wasn't it? I was thinking, but yeah.
Um,
Oh, can you get the ladder? I want to see if there's anything up there.
what ladder? Oh.
I don't. I'm gonna go get it myself.
I
You're
Yeah.
not gonna sign out while I'm doing this, are you?
No. But yes, some good documentaries. Oh, I found a bit more blood. Not anymore, I don't. Yeah. So yeah, I some good old times.
I found some more blood as well.
Surprised there's not loads up there. That seems like an obvious place to put it. Is that blood or is that just grime? We can't get rid of that, can we? That's just...
I can't get this grate off the thing.
Right, I'm signing out.
Wait, I'm stuck up here, Ben.
Where's the sign out thing?
It's in the room where we started.
Uh...
Oh my god! No, jump on him. I'll take you.
Oh right, I wondered why I was moving. I thought my controller was fucked.
We good?
Home, James,
Hold
and
on.
don't spare the horses.
Yippee! I lied. I'm taking us away. Oh, it's here.
Oh look, I just jumped off. What a surprise! What a shit kidnapper you are. Right, get the fuck out of my way, you tur.
There is one thing we haven't done, and that's the thing with the.
I don't care.
Oh, please tell me we've not been fired. This is quite quick, this one, wasn't it?
Demoted. That's better. That's so
Lovely.
fuck you.
We still have a job.
I'm only 19. God, I wish I was 19.
What percentage did we have?
Footloose and fancy free.
87% performance.
How the fuck were we demoted? 87%.
Well,
If I did
probably
87% of my job, I'd be fucking hired, promoted.
if I did 87% of my job, I'd be doing more work than normal. That's a joke. If anyone from work is watching,
Mm.
it's just a joke. I work very hard.
So,
Uh,
yeah, do we want to go?
We might as well move on.
All
Next
right.
video.
Bye
Bye,
then.
everyone.
Bye.
God, you're such a twat.